We are back at it this morning. We are in the car on our way to see our first lighthouse. I think I saw something online that said today was September 13 is Maine Open Lighthouse Day 2025. I'm not even sure what that means but there are two lighthouses we're gonna go see today. The first one is the closest. It's in Rockland area. It's called Owl's Head Lighthouse. And then we are going to, I think it's called Marshall Point Lighthouse, about 20-minute drive from there. I've already seen two this year. We went on a schooner cruise the other day and saw Indian Head Lighthouse, and I walked Breakwater the other day, and there's a video of that too, walking out to the lighthouse. So this will be 4 lighthouses in probably like a 15-20 mile drive from each other. Some of them there's a ton in Maine. I forget how many there actually are. A lot of them are on islands or are only accessible by going to see them like by boat or whatever. But we've got a couple here on the mainland, and that's what we're going to do today. So come with us and let's go check out lighthouses. It's just a short walk from the parking lot along the water's edge. You follow this path, and once the trees clear, you're met with probably one of the most iconic sights I think I've ever seen. I didn't realize I would actually get to go inside the lighthouse. I'm gonna go up the stairs and go check it out. You can't get any more Maine than this. I waited in line for a few minutes, and I shimmied up the stairs, climbed up this small ladder into the actual part of the lighthouse. And it was so beautiful with 360-degree views. I could even see the Breakwater Lighthouse from there. And the lens alone was a work of art. It was so amazingly beautiful. There's also a little museum and gift shop in the lightkeeper's house right next door. And, proceeds, donations, or if you buy something at the gift shop, all goes towards the preservation of these lighthouses across Maine. Going up into that lighthouse was probably one of the most amazing things I've ever done. I've seen plenty of lighthouses. I've not gone in any. The line, I think we got there just in time. There was a line of maybe 10 or 15 people in front of me, but when I left, the line went pretty much all the way down the stairs and out. So it was a pretty special thing. I did notice that the light it was on, that thing threw a lot of heat. I think he said, I don't know exactly what year the lens was from, but it for sure is from the 1800s. Super beautiful in its own right. I mean, it was just really impressive. We were gonna go to Marshall Point Lighthouse today, but because it's Maine Lighthouse Day, things are getting busy quickly. And one of the guides over there said that Marshall Point gets full quickly for parking. So I think we're gonna bypass Marshall Point for today and just go on a different day, and I will add it to onto this video. So the next morning we grabbed our coffee and hopped in the Jeep and took a drive out to Marshall Point Lighthouse. The drive alone was totally worth it. It was a really, really pretty ride from Rockport area to Marshall Point Lighthouse, and probably one of the most iconic Maine lighthouses.
When I got to another ocean, I figured since I'd gone this far,
that are known for being in the movie Forrest Gump,
I might as well just turn back, keep right on going.
I don't even know how to describe how pretty this was. For as pretty as it looks on camera, it's almost overwhelming how pretty it is in person. We got there at the right time. It was early morning. There was almost nobody there. It was quiet. It was peaceful. And let's be honest, you can't take a bad picture of this place. It's just impossible. And now we have a bonus event that we did the same day we did Marshall Point. When you're driving back from Marshall Point, you're going to land in the town of Thomaston. Thomaston, Maine is the home to the Maine State Prison, and they have the most unusual store there. It is called the Maine State Prison Showroom. It's in this very unassuming building, and it is furniture, goods, crafts, made by prisoners at the state prison, and it helps in a couple different ways. Number one, it teaches people new trades so that hopefully when they come out, they've got some new skills that they can kind of grow upon and be assimilating back into the public. It puts a little money in their pocket. It also helps fund and continuing programs in the prison system. So it's kind of like a win-win. It was probably one of the coolest stores I've ever been in. If we had a big home, if we weren't traveling in an RV, we probably would have bought 1 or 2 pieces of furniture because it was very, very nice quality. We're kind of maxed to the gills. So instead, we came home with a couple of trinkets. We were really happy that we got to go see there. I don't know why we waited so long. Like, we kept driving by it all summer saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. And we never went. And then, of course, towards the end of the summer, we're like, why did we sleep on this? It was just a fun outing experience. Did you see how many people were at Dunkin' Donuts?
That's ridiculous.
Okay, unpopular opinion, Dunkin' Donuts is disgusting coffee, and there should not be a line out into Route 1 of people trying to get that swill. Sorry, I know I'm from Maine. I'm supposed to love Dunkin' Donuts, but I just can't. It's disgusting. All in all, I think it was totally worth it to go see the 2 lighthouses. So that ended up being a total of 4 lighthouses we saw this summer within just a few mile drive of Sea Swell McGuntacook. Very, very good. I would totally do it again. The Lighthouse Weekend, I think, is a great weekend because if you plan it out right, there's a lot of lighthouses that are not open to the public, like the actual lighthouse itself. And those weekends, typically, they will open them up. Like Breakwater was open for a few hours and stuff like that. So I think it's really good, but it's almost one of those things, you got to get there early and strike while the iron's hot, or be prepared to struggle to find parking and you're going to have to wait in long lines. If you don't care so much about actually physically going up into the lighthouse and just want to go see the lighthouse, a lot of these lighthouses are accessible every single day to go park and walk up. In a previous episode, you saw me walk out to the breakwater. That was probably one of the coolest experiences I did all summer long. It's about a mile on the breakwater out to the lighthouse, and I really loved it. So totally worth it. And again, the Maine State Prison Showroom was a really cool store, and I'm glad I got to check it out. I didn't even know that existed until we moved here for the summer. So super excited, and I guess that's going to do it for this episode. If you like what you see and you want to see more, you can help me out by clicking like or subscribe. I just want to say thank you for checking it out, and I will see you very soon. Bye.